Froggy, Real Country Variety. It's Danger in Nashville. CMA Week coverage on Froggy, and Gretchen Wilson, everyone's favorite redneck woman, joins us.
The original.
The original redneck woman.
Redneck, yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a big fan of yours. I mean, not only do I have your records, but I read your book.
Well, thank you. Why?
Did you read your book?
I did. I unfortunately had to sit through every word of that as I was writing it. But that was a big tell-all. But I didn't feel like I was telling too much about myself that people didn't already know. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book from the beginning. I was just like, everybody who meets me is like, I feel like I've known you for 20 years, So.
I loved your story about how, growing up in the St. Louis area, you played for years and years and years there, then you're like, I'm moving to Nashville. Well,
I mean, it doesn't take long to figure out after you make a trip or two down here that, it's not going to come to you.
This is where they make the music.
You have to come down here. I was like, if I'm going to keep, I was making great money and playing in home every weekend and all of that, and it's hard to cut that off and to go to be the little fish in the sea again, because that's what happens when you get down here. You realize, wow, I'm a big deal back home, but down here I'm just a little bitty, puny.
Just another person trying to make a record.
But man, I'm so glad it was a scary thing to do, and people are doing it every day. Every day people show up with their life and their dreams all packed into a suitcase, and they either make it or they don't down here, and it's definitely not easy. Every label on Music Row turned me down at least once. A couple of them turned me down twice, but I was just not willing to accept that. I just kept banging on the door until somebody said okay.
But when you finally did get your break, in your book you said you had actually pretty much given up 5 years into it.
Yeah, I was pretty much thinking that by now, I had that same feeling that everybody has. Well, I'm just getting older. I'm getting, I'm not going to be fresh anymore, and people are going to know my name. I won't be new to the scene anymore. You start thinking all the worst things,
Then you met John Rich from Big and Rich.
Yeah, I was a cocktail waitress at Bourbon Street Blues and Boogie Bar in the alley, and Big and Rich came walking in one night, and they heard me sing, and John called me up and said, hey, I don't have a record deal. My partner, Big Kenny, he's a struggling artist. We know some other people. We're all in the same boat. So let's make a little organization called the Music Mafia.
And I love the Music Mafia.
And because that's what we were. We were underground, and all of us had been told by people in Nashville that we were either too rock, or we were too old, or we were too dated looking, or we weren't country enough, or we were too country, or there was just all these reasons, and we were like, well, we're like the island of misfits, So we'll just go to this bar over here, and we'll just start making noise, and we made enough noise that people had to pay attention.
And then you wrote Redneck Woman, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride too.
Bought a big farm off that song.
I did, and been able to share it with my family, and my daughter's going to be 13 next week, and so I've got all that to look forward to this year. The first year of a teenage drama queen, and hopefully I'll still be here next year.
Hopefully she's not watching Miley Cyrus videos.
No, yeah, she is. She is, and she's turned me into a directioner. I'm like a One Direction freak, and I listen to all that stuff.
I don't know what that is.
Now.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I can tell by the look on your face. Come on, but what a shame. I love that song too. Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball.
Love that song.
Well, I have a 14-year-old son, and I'm like hoping he's not seeing any of that.
Oh, he saw it all. I guarantee you.
She doesn't have any clothes on in that video.
She doesn't. And these goofball kids, I think, went out and they stole the set where she filmed it, because somebody had to have that wrecking ball that Miley Cyrus's butt was on. Come on, you guys, get over yourselves.
I have your new Christmas CD right here in my hand, Christmas in My Heart by Gretchen Wilson. And if you look online at froggyland.com, Froggy TV, you'll see it. The video's up, us talking to Gretchen here. But it's about time the redneck woman who leaves her Christmas lights on all year made a Christmas CD.
I know, everybody's been giving me grief about it, but we had a lot of fun making it. And it's full of, there's some traditional stuff, there's some kids sing-along stuff, and then obviously I put 3 new original Christmas songs on there that I
Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas? Is that an original?
No, that's an old kid sing-along. But the originals we did put on there are really, really good Christmas songs. I think everybody will get a kick out of them.
Santa, I've Been Naughty.
That's one, yeah. That's a real just tongue-in-cheek, kind of sassy song. And If You See Rudolph is a song about a little girl who catches her aunt going out the door with her rifle going towards the deer stand on Christmas Eve, and she's like, oh, but what are you going to do if you're not going to shoot Rudolph, are you? So that's a really funny
deer
song.
Jerky.
Yeah, but they're great songs. Just a little bit of something for everybody.
There you go. She's Gretchen Wilson. Thanks for spending time with us
Thanks
here.
for having me. I appreciate it.
We're live in Nashville for CMA Week with Froggy.